Welcome to this channel. Today we are going to explore Patan District, Gujarat State, Land of the Queens, Stepwell, Part 1. Before we go into the video, please subscribe this channel and press bell button to get notifications of upcoming videos. Now we go into the video. Patan District is an invaluable jewel in the historical and cultural crown of Gujarat. Celebrated worldwide as the land of the Queens, Stepwell, established as a modern administrative district in 1997. Its roots go back to 745 AD when it was founded as Hanghipur Patan by the Chowda dynasty ruler Vanraj Chowda. It later served as the grand capital of Gujarat under the Solanki rulers for centuries. Today, it beautifully bridges its glorious medieval past with modern developments, making it a prominent hub for global heritage tourism, unique textile art, and a thriving agrarian economy. Geographically situated in the northern pocket of Gujarat, Patan is a landlocked district positioned roughly between 23°41 to 24°51 north latitude and 71°15 to 72°30 east longitude. It shares its administrative borders with Banaskantha district to the north and northeast, Meghasana district to the east and southeast, Surendranagar district to the south, and the Kutch district along with the vast marshy little Rann of Kutch to the west. Its strategic location serves as a critical geographic transition zone connecting the fertile plains of central North Gujarat to the arid desert landscapes of western India. The history of Patan is a cinematic saga of royal dynasties, architectural milestones, and medieval wealth. As Anhilwad Patan, it reached its zenith during the Solanki Chalukya dynasty from the 10th to 13th centuries, functioning as a sprawling center of trade, art, and scholastic learning that rivaled the greatest global cities of that era. It was during this golden age that Queen Udayamada commissioned the breathtaking Rani Ki Vav Stepwell to honor her late husband, King Bhima I. Though the capital later shifted to Ahmedabad under the Delhi Sultanate, Patan remained a vital regional center, remaining its monumental heritage through centuries of Maratha and Gaikwad rule until Indian independence. Patan experiences a predominantly semi-arid climate characterized by three distinct seasons: a scorching summer, a brief but intense monsoon, and a mild winter. Summers run from March to June with temperatures frequently soaring between 40 degrees C and 45 degrees C, accompanied by dry, dusty winds. The monsoon arrives in late June and stays until September, bringing a modest annual rainfall averaging between 500 mm to 600 mm, which rejuvenates the landscape. Winters spanning October to February are pleasant and dry with comfortable daytime temperatures hovering around 25 degrees C and cool nights dropping to 10 degrees C, making it the ideal season for travelers. While Patan district does not have its own commercial airport, it relies on the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel International Airport in Ahmedabad, located roughly 125 kilometers away, which provides robust global and domestic connectivity. On the rails, Patan railway station connects the district directly to major national lines via Meghsana and Ahmedabad, with regular passenger and express trains passing through. The road infrastructure is exceptionally robust. State highways 10 and 130 bisect the district, linking Patan effortlessly the major national highways, allowing a steady fleet of Gujarat State Road Transport Corporation (GSRTC) buses and private operators to transport commuters. According to official census metrics, Patan district has a population of approximately 1.34 million people, showing a steady decadal growth rate of roughly 13.6%. The demographic layout leans heavily toward a rural footprint, with over 78% of the population residing in villages and agrarian zones, while the remaining 22% live in rapidly emerging urban clusters. The district displays a balanced sex ratio of about 935 females per 1000 males. Its average literacy rate stands strong at over 72%, with male literacy clearing 80%, indicating a progressive focus on primary and secondary education across communities. The social tapestry of Patan is inclusive mix of deep-rooted traditions and welcoming communities, with the local populace known for their warm hospitality and entrepreneurial drive. Hinduism is the majority religion practiced by the vast majority of residents, with prominent communities like the Patels, Thakurs, and Rajputs driving the social fabric. Jainism also holds a deeply profound historical and contemporary presence here, given Patan's legacy as a supreme medieval Jain pilgrimage hub. Muslim, Christian, and Sikh communities make up the remaining demographic slice, coexisting harmoniously and participating collectively in regional festivities. The official language of administration, education, and daily business throughout Patan district is Gujarati. Due to its unique location in North Gujarat, the locals speak a distinct and charming regional dialect known as Patani Gujarati, which carries localized phonetic inflections and vocabulary. Hindi is widely understood, spoken, and utilized across commercial hubs, hospitality sectors, and governmental offices to accommodate travelers. English is progressively utilized within higher education academies, banking facilities, and corporate offices, especially among the younger generation. The cultural identity of Patan is globally renowned, anchored heavily by its selection for the One District, One Product (ODOP) initiative, the priceless Patan Patola. This legendary textile art uses a complex dot ikat weaving technique, where the silk warp and weft threads are individually dyed before weaving, ensuring identically patterned on both sides of the fabric, a skill preserved by only a few master families today. Beyond textiles, Patan's culture vibrates during traditional festivals like Navaratri, where energetic garbs and dandiya dances dominate the nights, alongside the state-sponsored annual Rani Ki Vav festival, which brings classical dancers and musicians onto a beautifully lit heritage stage. Patan serves as the academic nervous system for North Gujarat, primarily because it hosts the prestigious Hemchandracharya North Gujarat University HNGU, which affiliates hundreds of colleges across multiple adjacent districts. The city is packed with venerable institutions offering specialized degrees in engineering, medicine, pharmacy, law, and commerce, such as the Government Engineering College Patan, a vast network of well-maintained government-run primary schools and private secondary institutions ensures high-quality foundational education is accessible to both rural and urban students. The cost of living in Patan is remarkably affordable and moderate compared to Gujarat's Tier 1 cities like Ahmedabad or Surat. This budget-friendly lifestyle is primarily due to Patan's strong agricultural base, which ensures that fresh produce, dairy, and essential food items are locally sourced and cheap. Furthermore, real estate prices and residential rentals remain highly reasonable as the city has prioritized managed horizontal growth rather than the aggressive commercial inflation, allowing families and students to maintain a high quality of life with nominal expenditure. The economic indicator for households in Patan reflects a steady developing region with a household proxy income averaging around rupees 22.6 lakhs per year. This figure sits below the hyper-industrialized state average of Gujarat, pointing to an economy that relies largely on self-employment, agriculture, and small-scale MSME enterprises rather than heavy corporate sectors. Revenue collection is cleanly managed through the standard Indian textile framework, with local municipalities levying property and professional taxes to fund civic utilities, while businesses comply with the centralized goods and services tax GST system. Administratively, Patan is governed by a district collector who manages law, order, and development, while the local civic needs are run by the Patan Lok Sabha constituency, whose current sitting member of parliament MP is Bharat Singh Ji Dabir Thakur of the Bharatiya Janata Party BJP. When it comes to state level governance, the district is carved into influential Gujarat Legislative Assembly Vidhan Sabha segments, which prominently include Patan, currently represented by MLA Krit Kumar Patel of the Indian National Congress, Sidhpur, Radanpur, and Chanasma. Patan aggressively benefits from targeted state and central welfare policies aimed at heritage preservation, renewable energy advancement, and rural development. The central government's One District, One Product ODOP program actively pumps financial grants and export marketing avenues into the handloom sector to protect Patan Patola weavers. Concurrently, the Jyotigram Yojana ensures continuous 24-hour power supplies to rural households, while targeted agricultural initiatives offer subsidized drip irrigation equipment to local farmers battling the semi-arid climate. For seamless administrative control and land revenue management, Patan district is structured systematically into 9 district sub-districts, locally known as talukas or tehsils. These administrative blocks comprise Patan, Sidhpur, Radanpur, Harij, Sami, Wakdod, Sankeswar, and Santalpur. Each of these talukas is anchored by a dedicated Mamlatar and Taluka Development Officer (TDO), who oversees grassroots public works, grievance redresses, and rural development schemes across hundreds of underlying villages. The hydrology of Patan district is horizontally tied to the sacred seasonal Saraswati River, which flows quietly past the ruins of the ancient capital and right alongside the historic Rani Ki Vav Stepwell. Because the region features a semi-arid climate with seasonal rivers, water management is heavily augmented by the Sujalam-Sufalam Canal network and extension of the massive Narmada Canal project. These artificial waterways act as vital lifelines, funneling irrigation waters into remote dry blocks, charging dry riverbeds and maintaining the district's critical groundwater tables. The natural resource layout of Patan is characterized by its expansive geographical terrain which transitions into the saline flats of the Rann. The district hosts highly fertile alluvial soil beds across its eastern and central zones, which serve as its primary national asset for rich agricultural yields. For green energy, Patan is blessed with immense unobstructed solar radiation, transforming its vast barren northern plains into a booming zone for renewable solar power harvesting, significantly contributing to the clean energy grid of Western India. As the iconic land of the Queen's Stepwell, Patan's premier attractive as Rani Ki Vav, a UNESCO World Heritage Site renowned for its 70 years of stunningly carved panels depicting Vishnu's avatars. A short walk away lies the Sahasralinga Taluk, the grand ruins of a medieval step tank flanked by historic shrines. Visitors also flock to the sacred town of Sidhpur to witness the magnificent, crumbling European style mansions of the Dawoodi Bohra community, the Bohrawat, and the holy Matru Gaya Beat, alongside the highly revered Jain temple complex at Sankheswar. The district contains several prominent urban settlements that act as individual civic and commercial gateways. The historical city of Patan serves as the prime administrative headquarters and primary cultural epicenter. Sidhpur functions as an important industrial and religious town, noted for its unique architecture and processing mills. Other key commercial towns include Radhanpur, which acts as a bustling transit point toward Kutch, alongside Chanasma, Harji, Sami, and Sankeswar, each acting as important market yards for surrounding rural farming clusters. Employment within Patan is predominantly grounded in the primary sector, with agriculture and allied animal husbandry providing livelihoods to over 60% of the active workforce. The service sector is expanding quickly around heritage tourism, hospitality, banking, and the extensive educational infrastructure linked to the university. Additionally, the unique handloom weaving clusters and traditional silver ornament workshops provide sustainable artisan level self-employment, while emerging agro-processing unit offer manufacturing jobs to rural youth. Patan is not a heavily mineralized mining belt, but it possesses valuable non-metallic mineral deposits that support regional construction and infrastructure. The dry riverbeds and designated zones yield high quality building sand, gravel, and ordinary clay, which feed the local brick kiln industries. In its western talukas, nearing the boundaries of the Ran of Kutch, the high salinity of the land allows for seasonal grain harvesting and mirror silk salt extraction works, providing specialized extraction employment to localized communities. The industrial profile of Patan is primarily dominated by small, medium, and micro enterprises (MSMEs) focused on agro commodities and textiles. Siddhpur and Patan house large-scale agricultural market yards (APMCs) with state-of-the-art oil mills for processing mustard and castor seeds alongside automated cotton ginning factories. Crucially, the district is home to the world-class Charanke Solar Park, a massive renewable energy installation covering thousands of acres that puts Patan on the global map for industrial green energy production. Now, questions and answers. Why is Patan district globally celebrated as the land of the Queen's Stepwell? It holds this title because it houses Rani Ki Vav, the Queen's Stepwell, an architectural masterpiece commissioned in the 11th century by Queen K.V.Ramanathan. It was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2014 for its unparalleled craftsmanship and scale. Which major university has its headquarters in Patan? Patan is home to the Hemchandracharya North Gujarat University (HNGU), which regulates higher education and controls hundreds of colleges across the entire North Gujarat region. What unique textile art form Patan has received a geographical indication GI tag? The world famous Patan Patola, a highly complex double ikat silk weaving art where the threads are meticulously dyed before weaving to create identical patterns on both sides, holds the GI tag. Which river is historically associated with Patan? The seasonal and sacred Saraswati River flows through Patan district and is deeply tied to its ancient ruins and stepwell complexes. Who currently represents the Patan Lok Sabha constituency in Parliament? The current Member of Parliament MP representing the Patan Lok Sabha seat is Bharat Singh Ji Dabi Thakur of the Bharatiya Janata Party BJP. What is the primary industrial highlight of Charanka Solar Park, one of Asia's landmark renewable green energy installations that generates substantial solar power for the state grid? Name 4 important assembly constituencies within Patan district. The key state assembly segments within the district are Patan, Siddhpur, Radhanpur, and Chansma. What unique architectural attractions can be seen in the town of Siddhpur? Siddhpur is famous for the Vagharavad, a collection of historic grand, multi-storied mansions belonging to the Dawoodi Bohra community that feature distinct Victorian and European architectural designs. What is the major language and specific dialect spoken by locals in this district? The official language is Gujarati, and the local population predominantly speaks a unique regional variant known as Patani Gujarati. What are the primary agricultural items processed in Patan's industrial zones? The district features primarily processed cash crops like castor seeds, mustard, cumin, fennel, and cotton through a network of oil mills and ginning units. Thank you for seeing this video. Please subscribe this channel and press bell button to get notifications of upcoming videos. Thank you.